short stream today, but it should be a goodie. We're going to give Urza Saga a try in a league here in the slight variation of the mono green post. First, I must thank Panhand Go. He top aided yesterday with his monkey still list, so you should check it out. And he's let me borrow his set of Urza Sagas for today, which I know I had like multiple people offer that, so thank you everyone that are so generous to do that. But yeah, this is Panhand Go Sagas, so hopefully they can carry over the luck from the top 8 yesterday. This is a list. So Urza Saga, I'm not convinced it belongs in this post list, but I know some players, frequent 12 post players, speak of it. And so I got this list from the Discord. This is from a user named Zodiac. I know they're a experienced post player themselves. So if you watch this later, Zodiac, I'm sorry if I play the card incorrectly, but I'm taking his list from the Discord. Basically, we've cut a Maze of Ith and one of the 6 basic forests to squeeze in 2 sagas. I like this list because it's pretty much how I would do it if I was going to play Saga. Just a slight variation, a slight deviation from the normal, and also we get to run 2 of them, so maybe we see if, we'll see if it comes into play. I can't imagine we're going to choose to search this up very often, but it should be like a decent land when we do happen to draw it to just make like a blocker and eventually find either a map, a needle, or this one candle. Yeah, there's also been one of the 4 maps replaced for a candle for this purpose. So, yeah, let's do it. Hope everybody's having a decent Monday. The challenges didn't go spectacular for me this past weekend, but man, streams were a ton of fun. I still had a really good time. I've been doing this streaming for a year now. Can't believe how fast time flies. I'll keep. It's hoping for a land there. Oh, there's a Saga. That probably is the best pick here. I mean, we definitely would take a land. Yeah, let's take it. That's the reason we're doing this. Let's play map out. Maybe this land will be fine as like a wasteland bait land. I'd rather this get wasted than Cloudpost. And then once I have an idea of what we're playing against, decide if we want a map or a needle. If they don't show me anything beyond this, then I'm dazed. So it's probably, I mean, that implies wasteland. So probably will just get a needle. Might have kept a sketchy hand, but other than the Emrakul, I liked everything else. Our Once Upon a Time initial one failed to find the green source. Alright, let's do this. Let's get needle. I mean, it could be, I Sneak just sometimes runs days, but Or we could get a map. Like, if we dodge waste on this long... Yeah, let's get a map, actually. I'll just pray that we dodge it again. Lands? I actually don't know. That's what I wanted to do, though. I wanted to look at, like, the prices of all the different decks nowadays. The tabletop prices on, like, Goldfish. Like, they're pretty absurd. But I would think that lands is probably up there, though. Like Elves, for example. Isn't Guy's Cradle like $1,000? Yeah. Yeah, $4,000 for a set of cradles. Let's just... Man, I haven't drawn any lands yet. One more mana source than me. Can cast Ulamog, though. Honestly, the one... I wouldn't purchase reserveless cards right now. I don't know where your community is, but like our local AZ one, we try and help each other out and loan out cards and decks and stuff. Help you get started, and then maybe we'll have like proxy tournaments later or something to not have to buy ridiculously expensive cards. Oh, okay, so you already have some stuff. Yeah, you could play Elves. 7 cards in hand. I'll definitely play this out as the land if I don't decide to Once Upon a Time here. I think we just go Green Sun for prime time. Just try and kill him. And we have the land afterwards. And then next turn I could... I'll worry about that later. Hey, how's it going, Slasher? I'm playing your card today. A slight variation with your card. No, I've been like, honestly, I played a couple leagues before this. I don't think it goes in post still, but I do like the card. Like, I can see why you like it so much. Super powerful. But I think, yeah, I kind of want to mess around with it in something else in Legacy. I don't need this eye. Let's just get Cloudpost. Let's just get Cloudpost here. This feels like it's probably Sneak and Show at this point, but... 12 Postman. How's it going? You're in college, right, Slasher? And 7 p.m. Yeah, it's... I'm assuming you're in the United States. It's pretty much the daytime here. Anywhere you're at. Man, I think they probably were Sneak and Show. Blue and red days. If that's the case, let's try these. I mean, after this will just be a single league today. It's going to be a short one, so I can't really say for sure after this, but yeah, I had to chew it at least once on stream. Yeah, we know there's blue, so it has to be Sneak and Show, right? What else would you see? Days, Basic Island, Basic Mountain, maybe a Monkey Still list. Just these aren't great. Endurance. It's because the Delver. It's the key to beating Delver. I have beaten Delver pretty well with it when I can get it down. My challenge is just getting it into play. Don't know. Just completely assuming that they're Sneak and Show. I have no idea if that's actually the case. Got a map, I guess. I agree. I prefer not to have pineapples on my pizza. It was a thing for forever, though, so it's not like it's never been done. It is a ridiculous thing to argue. Like, I would eat a Hawaiian pizza if it was the only thing. Yeah, let's try this. Let's do Cavern into Elf. We also have a Needle for sneak attack. This makes me sound like a little kid, but like I just like pepperoni the most. Just simple. It's the gold standard of pizza. You know what I'm saying? These two Urza Sagas in the list are borrowed from a top 8 competitor Panhan Go yesterday. I knew it. It was Sneak and Show. Just omniscience now. Alright, at least we got creature out of this. I know I could have put Needle in, but... Okay, what are we doing? Probably, definitely Karakas. We still are short a turn from killing them. Probably just Cloudpost at this point. And then on the primetime swing, I'm also going to get a Glimmerpost then. Yeah, let's do that. I want to get to 23 life or higher to potentially survive. I know it's like seems kind of random, but that survives an Emrakul plus Gristlebrand hit. It's a thing just to aim for. Could get Depth's Glimmer here, but I don't think I want to. I'm going to try and keep a critical mass of permanents on the battlefield. So I think I just want to... play the stage out, and then just get to Cloudpost Glimmer, I think would be good. Let's see if this Needle resolves. Let's just see what happens with that. The blue shifter. I kind of understand what you're saying. Oh, you mean like a blue version versus a red version of Urborg? That's a good question. Let's see, am I putting him to... Yeah, what's this Reclaimer doing for me? Just sitting back. Let's just hit him. Cloudpost Glimmer here. I'll just do this in response. I think I should hold up days. Yeah, let's hold up days. This does everything I want thus far. It's okay. We all have different tastes. I like to play mono green lists in a blue dominated format. They say I was uncultured. Too bad we can't put this prime time. I'm going to keep the... I'll just put this eye in. Just pray. What? Yeah, but they're at 6 though. I can't pay this. Interessante. They probably have a force now. I think we still... Yeah, we're still going to take a chance at this. Okay. We're good now. That was a decent surprise at the end. Anchovies? I thought they were okay, actually. I had this in Italy, though. The original pizza makers. So they were doing anchovies correctly. I don't think I wouldn't take it over pepperoni, though, in like a normal pizza order. But it's worth trying. Very salty, fish-like. Glimmer. Let's roll. Keep this one. Reclamation Sage. I like onions. Yeah, I don't like mushrooms especially. I'll eat them in olives, but I especially don't like mushrooms really. Let's get our key card out here. And mushrooms are decent for like, I feel like they soak up the flavor of whatever you're cooking them with. But yeah, I just don't like the taste of them really. I should play this. This is some like Jeskai or probably some Urza Saga deck. Yeah, red onion seems like the way to go if we're talking onions on pizza. The white ones are so like bitey. Let's get a map here. And so lame, but I'm probably just gonna get Yavimaya or a green source. It's not lame, it's just makes sense. Force would be safer since we have this candle, but let's get our other new card. I love onions just in general. Hamburger toppings. Any place you could put onions, I'd order onions. Yeah, agreed, Slasher. I feel like yeah, definitely the white onions. The stronger flavor, but grilling them takes that bitiness off of them. Which I'm down for. Let's just get Reclaimer here. Hey, Jackalope, thank you for following. I don't typically stream on Mondays all that often, but today is a special occasion. Nice. You are, me and you are on the same page here. Hot dogs, I'll do ketchup, mustard, relish, onion. Ketchup's the least important though, so if you're judging me based on that, it's not it's the least important one. Sweet. There's probably just a standstill list here. Yeah, that's good too. Chili jalapenos. Man, making me hungry now. Good thing this is a short one. I was considering getting this card to mess around with this Saga list, but it's pretty expensive now. I don't think I want to do that. Let's just slam Prime Time. Yeah, sure. Candelabra of Tawnos. So the mono artifact card type. Oh shit, Painter. Man, fuck. This turns off our Eye of Ugin. That sucks. Yeah, this must be the list from yesterday. Ooh, excavator. Let's get the card out. Get to my Urza Saga. So I can then get Needle, probably. And definitely make some of these things this time. Man, Painter Servant does weird things in Legacy. Just weird interactions that, no matter what deck you're playing, there's always something weird that probably is going to happen. Maybe I'll get Dark Depths. That's probably the... Get mapped to get Dark Depths if it comes to that. If the Saga can survive getting red blasted. I don't really care about the Grindstone kill. Just because I have my Eldrazi to protect that. Yeah, we'll see if it gets that far. Let's just Vesuva Saga. Try and kill him that way. Yeah, typically I would just make use of this excavator, get a land back from the graveyard. Let's do this now. I'm tapped out. I'm gonna focus on playing quickly. Of course correctly, because everything I say about my plays here, all my plays are correct. But the emphasis is just getting games done. Alright, let's make sure to make this before we lose it. Put on stack. Thank you for the follow. I can't pronounce your name correctly, but it looks French to me. But I appreciate it. Maybe I just want Needle. Maybe like that's just better at this point than... Yeah, it's definitely better than Map. Maybe just name Retrofigure Foundry. Oh, Mojo Man. Thank you. That simplifies it. Chazel, thank you for following as well. Mojo Man. That's what I thought it was. More constructs, just more. Like this. Or the aggro deck now. This is a good show for this card, gotta say. Red Blast, damn it. Oh well. We're the beatdown. Mr. Reclaimer will be a 3/4 next turn as well. Maybe I should just go get like a Vesuva or a Stage even. Copy their Saga. Or my own even. Alright, I can make multiple of these, right? Yeah, 5 mana. Let's do that. tap. And we'll just beat down with the Reclaimer. This is pretty sweet, not gonna lie. Now what should I want? Needle or map? I wanted to say Urza Saga with a needle, so they can't do it, and only I can. Yeah, let's do that. We got enough power now. Only I may Saga. Yeah. This is the first league with like a real actual list. I was messing around like yesterday with a couple brews, but this is borrowing a deck from somebody that has played the card, and they like it in the deck. And they're a experienced post player, so I figured I'd try their list and exactly see it for myself. Like, this is how I would try and include the card if I did think it belonged. I don't think it belongs in this deck still. As cool as that was all right there, don't think it really matters. Good thing we have Emrakul still. Hopefully they don't have like a Tormod's Crypt or something. It's one reason why it's nice to have both of these shuffle trigger Eldrazi's. Not a super important reason, but it's a nice little safeguard if one of them gets stuck in hand. This must be so depressing for them. Everything they do, it just doesn't matter. Stupid painter deck. Not letting me search up my colorless cards. Painting them all blue. I do like Tabernacle. Love our Force of Vigors. Urza Saga was definitely the MVP that game, though. I cannot take that away. Bog. This is probably the one that top 8'd yesterday at the list. Like, some painters have Welder, and I would keep the Bog in for that. I don't know if this has any graveyard interaction out of that list, but I'm going to cut Chasm here too. Maybe a couple maps to round it out. Down to one map. That's probably fine still. Don't know what to cut. Prime time, I guess. Yeah, I'll do that. Seems good. Oh, maybe Tabernacle's not worth it, now that I think about it. In this matchup. $1,200. It was, and it plateaued at like 1,000 for the longest time, I remember. Yeah, thanks to Oppa, I appreciate it. I'm borrowing these from another top 8 player yesterday, from Panhengo, who's also playing, he's playing like the Jeskai monkeys. Not Jeskai, just blue-red monkey still. But I appreciate you offering that, though. Let me try this out. Alright, let's Force of Vigor, Grindstone, Saga. This is their answer to my Eldrazi, by the way, that relic. No, I wouldn't say this is like... This is just an experiment here today. I wouldn't say, probably wouldn't buy a Candelabra, honestly. Don't think it's worth it. Maybe I get a Saga this next turn. Let's just say Grindstone here. Let's do that. Can hold the Crop Rot if they go to like Blast one of my lands. Or maybe just go for the Depth Skill if I find the right pieces. 2 rounds into my experience with this, it's good. Let's not be too results based though. Like it was a very in like that particular spot against Painter, it like did its thing game 1. I feel like that was a very specific thing. If you have lots of Painter, I guess it probably is good. Man, short of mana now. Probably gonna Crop Rot, get a Stage, get rid of the Glimmerpost. Probably just copy Cloudpost though. And then after that, I can decide to make it a Saga if I don't draw like a green source for prime time. Let's do that. They do have like actual Force of Will, like blue counters though, so it's a little risky. I've got nothing else. You go Cloudpost right now. And depending on the land, or if we get a land here, let's see. Okay, now I like just making that a Saga. Or you just make it a Forest too, and get the prime time down. Yeah, maybe that's better. I should just do this now before I mess up and they get their Needle. Yeah, let's do that. For the Needle, name Cloudpost. Maybe I should have, oops. Whatever. Definitely see why it's a good card though, like why everybody loves it. Nah, you just get like a new Saga with 0 things on it. I think Painter we're just dead here. No, I don't think. Pretty sure it doesn't. Maybe. No, it's part of like the Saga rule. It like gets to its phase and then that is what kills it. I'm pretty sure. I was messing around with some really shitty brews yesterday, and I was doing like some stage tricks with that. So like I never lost one just by like by like copying it with stage. I don't know, the card has weird interactions though, so you can definitely stage it. I think I want, let's see if this happens. Might just get Tabernacle here, just take them off as much mana as possible, because that's what beats me here. Let's make up for my likely mistake of including Tabernacle. And then when I swing at this prime time, I'll have the 15 afterwards to Emrakul. Yeah, it's cool interactions with Vesuva and Sage. Yeah, I think this card is sweet, but I I kind of want to mess around with it in like some other things in Legacy. It's been good to this round, Antonio MTG. Can't say for sure though. This is just like the only league I've done thus far with this list. This is somebody else's list that I liked a lot. Anybody that's like always copies the into playlist, don't go buying a candle though, unless you just want to have the expensive old card and you play High Tide or something. Yeah, they need Forest for this stage here. Let's just make like a giant ballista. Oops. Cloudpost. Oh yeah, maybe I'm no colorless expert at all, so I wouldn't know for sure. I was kind of messing around with the colorless brew with like 1-drops too, but it seemed really bad. I might be down to like try that too, but I'll show it in a second. Yeah, I just don't think this Cloudpost mana base, the Locust lands, go together with Sagas all that well. But yeah, I was playing just random brew I was like thinking up yesterday. I forget what the... Yeah, you could do this, like, maybe I'll do a stream of this, but it's just like colorless 1-drops, maxing out the Sagas, and then just Locust lands. It was fun, it was interesting, but like I said, I don't think it belongs with this. Can maybe make like some sort of colorless aggro beatdown with like stone coils, ballistas, and like the post ramping plan is like a backup thing. That's maybe just... I don't know. I don't know like why you'd want to run like Cloudpost at that point really though. Yeah, this is like you could like build this list like hundreds of different ways. Thousands, millions. This is just some like thing I thought up really. Yeah, I like this list that we're running today just because it's a slight variation on the normal that somebody else has been testing. Trinisphere. Yeah. Yeah, maybe like you could do like a Soul Land Saga list or something with like Grim Monoliths. The 6 is fine. What else did we lose? Emrakul, Glimmerpost. That last round against Painter, though, it was pretty sweet. I can't deny that. Looks like Esper Vile, maybe? Oh, they wouldn't run him. I don't know. Let's just get Cloudpost. I'll probably just commit 1 Needle to Wasteland for the hell of it. They definitely could have Wasteland based on this starts. Tenderless, I was actually wondering that, like, if there'd be like an Asmo deck for Legacy. After I saw a little bit of it from some Modern streams. Like, I don't know if the Cookbook is worth running as a card in a Legacy deck, but like Hogak came from Modern, so you never know. Modern decks tend to find their way. Oh yes, we kept like the best one. Oh, kind of wanted the Green Sun, but I'm glad we have this land still. I was gonna say we should just get Karakas for this, but if we don't lose this Kozilek from hand, let's just get another Cloudpost. Might be like Esper Stoneblade or something. I don't know. That's annoying. Let's cast the big guy. Please use my colorless mana, which I have no other. I think the Urza Saga, after playing it a little bit in Legacy, and from what I know of Modern, I bet you it gets like banned in Modern. Mostly because it's just a land that wins the game. And I feel like they don't want Modern to be about winning the game with lands. They want that to be a Legacy only thing. If you look at the lands that are banned in Modern, Dark Depths, Eye of Ugin, Field of the Dead, it seems to be like their pattern. Yeah, I have my usual list. I run a single Yavimaya, and then usually 6 basic forests. This list cut 1 of the forests for the Saga, so it's running 5. Field of the Dead, some Modern card, some non-Legacy format card. I can definitely see why Modern couldn't handle that card after even just a little bit I saw of it in Legacy. I think it gave you too much out of a land. Let's swing first with this Kozilek. Teferi, you. I'm just probably gonna Vesuva Glimmerpost, gain life here, rather than play the forest. They would have answered this Kozilek last turn if they... Ooh. Yeah, that's fine still. Well, I guess this changes the plan a little bit. Let's play the forest out now. Probably play Reclaimer, and then I'll make the stage the second forest or next turn. And we'll have a bunch of options. If this gets forced, that's fine. Yes. Yeah, definitely. It's man, lands are so safe in Modern. It's the thing I notice most about it. Waterfalls. Yeah, finally gave it a try. Ooh. Alright, well, it's all up to this prime time. Please don't have another force. Alright. They have 8 power. I want Eye and then Glimmer. Play this out. How's it going, man? I guess I died to another Murktide, so hopefully they don't do that. Yeah, I've honestly tried out a tiny bit of Modern, and I kind of enjoyed it, honestly. Just not knowing the format at all. Okay, God. We should be fine now. Yeah, this is like... This is the scariest new card of Modern Horizons 2 to me. Let's see. I don't think this matters at all now, so whatever. Karakas. Just get some life, I guess. Just enough to Emrakul to search up and make a Saga token. But we'll be a kind opponent. And just show them the most important thing first. It was just game 1. It felt really long for some reason. I have no idea what we're up against. Himdatorak, Murktide. Didn't see Wasteland, which is nice. I bring these Endurance in for this. Maybe some of the Carpets. I don't know though. Yeah, I think we'll just cut the Crop Rots here. And Depths, since they had Baleful Strix. Yeah, let's try this. I feel like those colors, Rec Sage is not really necessary, but in case there's some just random crap, I don't mind having that. Isn't the Mana Traders thing, I feel like it's Modern most of the time, right? I only signed up for like 2 of them, and I didn't do too well in those. But like the first time, my fucking internet like went out because you're forced into like the same 2 shitty providers in Arizona. And I was just like tilted after that. I'm going to hate the Mana Traders because of Cox Communications bullshit. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Vintage was fun, the bit I've played of it. Back when Legacy like was shitty with Oko, I was gonna stream a bit more with combo shops. Are they having some issues with like keeping cards stocked? I was reading something about it. I always kind of wondered that with those services, if like the cards would get too expensive, or like wouldn't be worth it really. Like I knew I just pretty much would only play this deck, so I just bought the cards myself. But I can see why people like those kind of services. Really like when they have the god accounts for the Moto tournaments that use them. I'm gonna fire this off on upkeep. Probably just Saga out of these. Yeah, let's take Saga. But although I would like to play... Yeah, it'll give me a mana. This will be... I was hoping for like a pretty much any Locust land at that point. Hope we draw like a Cloudpost here. Alright, I should probably just play Saga now. Just get the guaranteed 2 more turns. Hey J-Bears, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, thanks for supporting me, man. Or, I don't know your gender, I'm sorry. But I appreciate the subscription. I'm trying a well-known card that people told me to try out. This is not the list. It's just an experiment here today. Discards 2 cards. Probably just get rid of these Endurance at this point. That way I'll guarantee to have the mana for this Kozilek. Oh, sweet. Yeah. I'm glad I could, it's probably because this is the time where I don't normally stream ever. Yeah, I'm glad you could make it. I stream, I post everything to YouTube, all my streams, for those that don't know. So if you enjoy the content, the Cloudpost decks, and you can't see me stream this live on the weekends, you can always check out the YouTube. Shit, the Serenity, though. That's definitely a knock on. Ooh, okay, that should be good. I think I just went Eye here, Glimmer. Now that I think about it, I think they're this, like, this control-ish list that I saw in, like, the undefeated lists. Where their only real threat is, like, the Murktide. Yeah, probably more decks than just Delver can make good use of this. Stinger Flying Spider, I gotta look this one up. Nine, 10. Alright, we have Emrakul mana next turn, so we'll just do that. Okay. I didn't have mana to do something that turn. I feel like they maybe could have killed me next turn. Just pretend that I have something. 3-0 though, so if you're a results-based person, thus far, the Urza Saga build is perfect. Wow, we haven't dropped a game yet either. Yeah, I'll definitely keep this particular list like around, just to mess around with. Maybe do like a short stream tomorrow before I have to go to work. Run this one back. I'll see if I am able to keep the Sagas around. I'm borrowing them from one of the top 8 people yesterday, Panhand Go. Bring up his list here. I wouldn't compare the green and colorless one to each other. You can, if you're on Twitter, you can do or you can just do it on Twitch. There's like a messaging system. I definitely know you have it if you're commenting there. You just find into play my name, and then yeah, if you want to loan me them out, if I can get them, that'd be sweet. Had many people offer to loan them to me for this. Probably just purchase them myself once the ban happens in Modern. It's fine. I feel like it hasn't come up really very often against Delver. I figured if I was going to run like 3 or 4 of them, might as well have one of them to Green Sun for. But yeah, I do miss like Ballista sometimes. But I think it's fine. If you're running like a lot of endurance, I would just keep one in the main at least. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at too. I think I want one main, two side, and I think Urza Saga will get banned there. From like seeing the card in Legacy and like the little bit, or what I know about Modern, I just think it's too powerful of a land. If I were a betting man, I would bet it gets banned. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's what I thought, honestly. Give Amulet Titan, one of the already best decks, an uncounterable tutor via its lands for its key card. And that's just like one of the decks. I mean, we know tutors are broken. Putting things directly in play is broken. And also, like, and I should know this, like, winning through your lands is actually pretty powerful and broken too. And it should be really good in Legacy. Like, I think Legacy can definitely handle it, but it's definitely made its impact already. I've liked it so far. Delver here. Just putting basics down. I kind of like just searching up a Reclaimer here, honestly. They're at 4 cards. Instant, sorcery, land in the graveyard. Is Lantern a thing now again? Because I feel like a little bit of Modern I've been following in the past. Like, I remember when I tried it, like, the last time. It was, like, popular, but Tron, like, crushed it. That makes sense. Like, yeah, searching up, like, those key pieces. Yeah, I've been debated, taking Modern more seriously. Maybe I would play, like, Amulet Titan if I wanted to play Modern competitively. I've been messing around with just like old-ass Tron, just because it's a nice breather. You don't have to think very hard, and it's still been effective, despite people claiming it's dead. I say that as a Tron expert, playing the Legacy Tron. Yeah, I know it plays like a lot differently. Let's play Cavern out. I like the variation you can have in lists and the whatchamacallit. I imagine like the gameplay decisions are varied too. I think I like in the deck. And just being land based, I think it's the Modern deck that gets to take advantage of lands. I just like the deck basically. And it should be fine even if they do ban Saga. If it's fine before, I wouldn't imagine it would die without it. Wasteland. I'm getting punished for not playing the Needle here. Do I want my Karakas now? I don't think I do. Can Karakas Ragavan and then just attempt a Green Sun for my Maindeck Endurance in like a couple turns. Let's do that. Yeah, I was thinking. I heard people debating whether Saga should be in Delver. I don't think Delver would want it. Like, isn't that pretty hungry? Pretty mana hungry for Delver? I would think so. Like, you want to be cantripping and bolting with your channelers. But yeah, I like the cards so far in the lists that have run Saga and Legacy. I like the combo ones, like Painter, Bomberman. Gives them like their alternate win cons too with attacking. Also just like a tutor for key parts. Delver, and they have Ragavan in hand, so please no days. No days, please. I'm just gonna get, yeah, let's just try it. Sweet. Let's get our other new card. Delvers. I turn off the Karakas for return here, but it was a good time to at least try and search this up. I'm glad it's out now. It's a fine. It's worthwhile. If I swing with everything, I probably just will let the monkey hit me and block this Delver all I can. Sweet. Yeah, that's why the card is good against Delver. It's like a moat. I hope we draw like a Cloudpost. Better determine what I want to search up with this map. Excuse me. JPA is a beast. Yeah, this is my friend. His list looks really awesome. Oh, I saw that, man. I was 34th yesterday too. I was right behind you. Somebody has to be 33rd. It sucks. Alright, let's get Cloudpost here. Let's work towards this prime time. You played Junt? Like regular old Junt? I don't even know what like that looks like. There was some reason to maybe get Bog there, but I need to think about winning as well. Like, they're gonna find their Murktide eventually. Oh, I don't know that answer, J-Bears. I was mostly just referring to, I just don't want to spend like the 60 tickets per piece on them on Modo. Like if you have a need for the card in Modern, like I would just get it then. Or if you want to play it, it's, like I would spend that much on this deck, but not on Sagas. This thing's gonna kill us soon now. You don't think it will be banned? Mishra's Bobble. Alright, well, guess it's just up to this. I can always chump this for a turn, so I guess we'll have... Yeah, just go for this. It's not very surprising. I'm not sure exactly. But I saw the baubles were like 40 tickets or something dumb. We have a function here to look up prices. That's a Mishra's Bauble. Guessing this is because of prowess in Modern, right? Dash. Well, they have me on lethal, so I have to jump the Murktide here. I could have also used that map to get a Maze of Ith, but I'm still fine with going towards prime time. Ooh. It's not bad. Alright. We're gonna attempt it. What are we doing though? I think it has to be either Chasm or Depths. Like nothing else would be it. We could get... Like we could survive, get Depths, use that to block Murktide potentially and go to 1. That's risky as hell. I guess, yeah, let's just see if this thing resolves first before I waste too much time. If they just counter it, then there's no point in me thinking this much about it. Definitely counter this opponent if you're thinking about it. I kind of like Chasm, I think, if it resolves. Makes the most sense. Just hope we get a couple good draws. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't think about it then. So this person's list, I feel like it's probably better situated against Delver than my normal one, so that's nice. I think I want all of these here. So, let's see. This is kind of what I had in mind for my Delver Cybering plan. The next thing I want to try is just cutting Reclaimers entirely. Like I did this during the Oko era, and I think that was correct. And I think we just want to try and not rely on a creature sticking around against Delver. And try it again that way. Cut 2 crops. Bloodmoon sometimes shows up in Delver's board. It's whether we want to risk that or not, I don't know. I think we take a chance that it's not there. Kozilek. I also like just having enough threats to... I feel like you have to be more proactive if I'm doing this plan here. Just try and slam spells and then just have something, enough threats afterwards, after you're done fighting their counters. But I think Cozy probably comes out. Oh, thank you, Antonio MTG. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's there's so much brewing with this list too, or this deck. Like I always tell people, like if you're interested in playing it, don't just take my word for it. Like try some other preferences, other card choices for yourself. Because I think there's a lot of room for like innovation. Like such as this here. I still, as cool as the card is, I don't think Urza Saga belongs here, but it's cool that somebody else like built this and tested it. Hey Ito GP, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Man, what do I want to cut last? Just crop rots entirely? Maybe. Alright. This is kind of weird, but it's not my normal list. The lack of green sources is going to be kind of bad here too. This is fine. Unendurance. Lots of green. And this bog will be pretty useful as well. Let's see if this... okay, I could maybe go get a cavern with this and name Elemental. And put that down. It's the most problematic one. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna go for this. That's awesome. take their Dark Depths. Force Pitching Ponder. God, this thing can be so nasty depending on what it hits. No, not my Tabernacle. Play it out, please. Probably just get Karakas at this point. I feel like they would have played a threat out if they had it last turn. So might as well slow them down here. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I was considering that as a part of this package, this small one here. How does it read exactly? Here, see it. Yeah, it seems like decent for this list. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this list is just like a very light, basically touching very lightly on Saga, which I kind of liked about it. Like typically Needle, Map, and then Candle would be the only artifacts I would normally run in this deck. I feel like beyond that, you might be like going too deep into it. And I really want this endurance down. I'm just gonna go for it. This monkey keeps stealing everything. I'll do this on upkeep too. Or no, they could. Yeah, they can't force that. They can't hardcast Force of Will, and they can't force negation this. Sweet. Something. Another card that I did like to find off Saga was Meekstone. I feel like it could be a decent kind of creature control card if you wanted it. What did they... iteration doesn't tell us anything. Yeah, in case they have days, then probably should hold on this. I kind of want to wait one more turn at least for this Bog. Ish. Yeah, let's wait before we clear their graveyard again. See if that's a mistake. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is like this endurance card at its best. Just Stonewalling Delver when you can. Try this here. Alright, let's just cast this now. Let's do my graveyard and then play Bog on theirs. Get my Karakas back this way. I can always Vesuva my own Bog next turn too. That kind of Gravefate's always kind of awkward against Murktide though. Just trying to preemptively stop them against Delve spells. Yeah, I knew this from like Gurmag Angler. This card's annoying too. Submerge. Man, this carpet's producing 4 mana. I love it. Let's kill this thing. Do not want to lose my endurance if at all possible. Does anybody out there play Delver themselves? One thing I was wondering is, do you ever choose not to flip a Delver when you could? Just to like trick opponents? I bet that happens sometimes. Maybe like to reanimate your opponent or something. It's fearing surgical. And you like, oh, don't flip it, and they saw your hand earlier. Once ever. Damn. It has been a thing though. I'll jump next turn. Maybe I find another endurance. Let's see. Glimmerforest Chasm. If I go to 9, I think I need Chasm again, unfortunately. It kind of sucks. If I could go risky with Glimmerpost, but I would die to Bolt then. Yeah, I gotta do Chasm here. I was really hoping for an endurance. Oh, gotcha, Generalist. Oops. Yeah, I remember the old CMC rules. Used to make a repeal in the old blue-green post list. Good for that reason. Just like an unsummon that drew you a card and give you so much tempo. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I should probably... Man, it's kind of sucks using this Vesuva this turn on Chasm, but this will let me go to 4 next turn, surviving 1 bolt, and then maybe get another turn to jump with the endurance. We have a lot of mana though, so it's not quite 15. Yeah, in most cases. Yeah, this is why I kind of don't like cutting too far back on threats. I feel like that's what we need here. Or it's definitely what we need. Maybe I'll cut Emrakul. Maybe that is worth doing. It's usually against Delver, it's a matter of like, if you get to 6, you can pretty much get to whatever. Like, that's what I was hoping for. I'm sure this gets countered, but that's what we needed. I can't even play around days. Whatever, I'm going for it. And it's like the best I probably could hope for in that spot. I figure there is a force. Any non-days was a win. A moral victory. God, they're probably gonna find it now. Something else. Yeah, I've been working on this matchup with my usual list. I think the cards are there that I want, but just figuring out like what I want to side in and out to try and fight it. Like, the main threats are Ragavan early, and then if you can survive that, get endurance down, and then you have to worry about this. And Murktide. Murktide's just generally like the best threat they have against us, I feel. I'm not going to pay my 4 life exactly. Although Moto will ask me if I would like to do that. Alright. Need some help here. Need to not get bolted. Like, what are the odds of that ever happening? I'm short of Ballista too. Let's go Ulamog. Or if they answer our blocker, we're just dead. Ragavan with dash could potentially... Unholy Heat. Oh, double burn endurance. That makes sense. $11, $11, and 8, 8. Just have a bolt undead. Is there a chance? Ooh. Eight. I wonder what I should kill. They have land sorcery. Land. Come on. Ah! Man, one more turn, you could have gotten a ballista. So close. I think that's the best deck in the format, honestly. That's shocking to hear. Yeah, Delver is a... Like, it's just using generically good cards, and it has, like, just a good fundamental game plan. And it also has a lot of opportunities for free wins, too. Like, compared to other decks, like, you can punish, like, mana-screwed opponents. You have the counters to beat, like, combo decks that are risking that. Like, losing to Force. I honestly don't have a problem with the deck. You know, it's, like, a bit of a debate. Like, honestly, these Delver matchups for my deck seems a lot more winnable than, like, previous eras of Delver. Like, between the Oko ban and but before Modern Horizons, the, like, Sprite Dragon builds were more difficult, in my opinion. Fuck days. It's tight. This one's super aggressive, but it doesn't, like... Channelers know Arcanist. Like, at least they run out of cards. I feel like I can deal with, like, super aggressive. Like, the other Delvers had, like, more versatility in cards like Brazen Bar, which are better against my deck. So I think there's a way to at least get a decent game plan strategy against him. I fuck Daze. I like Daze. But, like, even that, this is coming from somebody who gets dazed a lot. But I just like what it adds to the format, personally. Maybe if there's a way to try and fight Delver on, like, tempo. Like, you can, like, try and get them to daze. I feel like I can sometimes do that, even. But I'd be lying if I said, like, I usually beat Delver, because I don't. I think my spreadsheet has us at, like, 5 and 7. Keep with this Karakas, if they have, like, Ragavan. Maybe I'm just hopelessly optimistic. Maybe it is too broken. But I like to choose to believe that I can maybe beat Delver someday. Force of Negation is definitely one of their cards that maybe has quietly been oppressive. Like, it used to be against Delver, once you got enough mana to get past the soft permission, just the 4 Force of Wills was kind of weak. Yeah, I feel the same way, Stub. It's kind of like part of the legacy identity. And I know, like, Delver, in matchups that can, like, hurt their mana base, like, that's an issue for them as well. Like, tempo's a big thing in, like, Delver Mirrors, for example. I like this color combination. This is why you play Cloudpost. You can still have Wasteland, though. Yeah, that's why... I don't know, I just, like, will attempt something into it a lot most of the time. Like, they don't always have it. Don't let them scare you. The 7 forces control decks, I know. It's not going to do this deck much well, though, in this matchup. I at least, like, enjoy my game plan against it. I wonder from, like, other Delver players, like, how does the matchup against Green Cloudpost compare to against other decks? Like, I feel like I can't have the worst Delver matchup. Like, this is probably a harder matchup than some decks. I pretty much just need to resolve one, like, knockout spell. I'm good to go. And sometimes just a simple start, like, I could go, like, turn 1 Forest Needle, and then, like, Cloudpost the next 2 turns. Like, something simple like that, it's just pretty good when it happens. Oh, Jesus. Food chain. Alright, I'm just going for this prime time here. There's no time to waste. Alright, yes. Alright, let's get Chasm for sure. They sometimes can't beat Chasm here. And probably Eye of Ugin then. You would think I'd want to remove this Uro, but we need a way to win from here. Chasm and Eye. Now, even if they make like an infinite ballista, I can eventually get to Ulamog, clear like food chain ballista, and then hopefully that's good enough. Man. Oh, what's the enchantment you're saying, J-Bears? Is it Knight of Souls Betrayal? If I'm thinking of the right thing. Yeah, Yavimaya. Best card in the wild, honestly. Best land. Hey, so what are we doing for the next 10 minutes while they loop this? Are there spoilers today? Today's Monday. Oh yeah, it's hard to say if I want another one or not. Like, the way I see it, as good as it is, like, I feel like I can get my single copy when I need it. And the deck worked fine beforehand, so I don't think it's worth the risk of sometimes legend ruling yourself. As little as that's gonna happen, just like the times it does, it's just not probably worth the risk. But I think, like, 2 copies is completely reasonable, too. Yeah, I just think of it as, like, a good new toolbox land that we get to... It's like, the first one's just a free upgrade to a forest, to a basic. And even that, just as that, it's incredible. That I have for breakfast. I just ate some leftover Chinese food from after the challenge yesterday. It's pretty good. Wake up pretty late, get a stream in here. Yeah, I'm convinced it's 1 copy only of Yavimaya. Like, if I was going to run a duplicate of this, like, I question if I'd rather have that over, like, a second Cavern of Souls, for example. I don't know if I would. Oh, I'm living in Arizona, in the US. I know it's, like, hot a lot of places, but... Dig Dug? Dig Dug Dig, thanks for the follow. What temperature is it? Anybody where you live right now? I can maybe take a stab at where you're living. Ooh, 67 sounds so nice. Boston, 88. Management? Nah, I'm a science person. I work in a laboratory that tests people's blood samples that they donate, make sure they're safe. I went to school for thinking I was going to go into pharmacy school or med school, but I got lazy. Didn't do that. Oh man. Well, literally every place that's listed here sounds better than my 106 temperature. Yeah, it's Cloudpost. Yeah, I'm curious, like... Man, maybe I should stream more Monday afternoons. You guys are a good bunch, gotta say. I'm trying to make these League, like, Monday streams more, like, chill, more... I mean, I'm still gonna play this to the best of my ability, but I don't want to waste too much time in the tank. They can't do any of this at instant speed, can they? I don't think so. No, they ticked up to Fairy. In case there's something really weird, I kind of just want to keep Chasm around this next turn. Just in case. This crafty opponent probably would have conceded by now if they didn't have something up their sleeve. Right, there's my extra turn. Now I'll try it. I can always go get Ulamog if... Yeah. Nice. So you work in management, software engineer, vet tech. I wish we didn't need money to live. I wish it was cheaper. Yeah, I wouldn't pay... I'm not going to buy much more physical cards. Not spend much more time on it. More money. Like, I definitely wouldn't buy reserve list cards. And they're just going to reprint, like, more and more versions of cards I already own. Like, I could spend infinite money just getting, like, new foil, samurai, I don't know, full border, whatever. It's like 8 versions of cards now. Just stick to my OG foil of this one deck. It's probably going to be about it. I'll keep Bog. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to cut Urza Saga for this. I don't think it helps this much. Or no, it gives us our needle. That's right. Don't LOL. It's fine. Like, you have to do what you need to do. Yeah, like right out of college, it was like difficult to find a job at the time, and I was about to go work at Walmart of all places. But then right before the first day of Walmart, I got called by this like temp agency, and I was like, yes, just fuck Walmart. Just don't even tell them I'm coming. We don't need endurance, I guess. Yeah, let's keep one map to Saga for. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, nice, Ceaseless. That's awesome. I've heard like horror stories of call centers. Just talking to pissed off stupid people. I'm sorry, Moses. You're a musician though, that's cool. I think you can, if you be creative, the stuff is there today. The technology to broadcast your art. Just wanted to say some hobbies. I kind of wish I had did something with computers. If I knew I wasn't going to go to like pharmacy, I probably would have either went into that or like engineering. I kind of like this Ulamog here. Let's actually put prime time back. I feel like this Ulamog will be more relevant than a prime time potentially. Oh, nice, man. I try and watch that when I can. I feel like the magic that I enjoy is kind of at risk of it's in question, both from the competitive side and the financial side. Like, I really hope I get Grand Prix back. Those are becoming so fun, like, later in my Magic career. I thought they were good, like, competitions. Like, anybody could potentially win the tournament. Just good, like, hangouts with friends. Like, I'll miss that if they don't bring it back. And then financial-wise, like, people will never be able to join Legacy if they don't reprint the cards ever. Which, and all of us that own the actual old cards will tell you this, but like, we'd like to see them reprinted because we want to be able to play the game. Oh yeah, I miss the SCG coverage. Like every weekend pretty much. Like I was saying with like the technology we have now, like it's enabled me to like play this out when I otherwise just would never be able to show that to people. Show them what I've been doing in Magic for the last whatever. I'm going to save this Cavern. Like, if by streaming with this, like what I'm doing here, it's like I can basically make my own TV show. That's what people are doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm down to... Do you go to the, Eternal Weekends often, J-Verse? Definitely went to 2 of them. Hope they do them again. I don't think they'll do a vintage tournament, though, ever again. And cards are just too expensive. And Legacy is just going to go that way eventually as well, like in the long run. It's only a matter of time. But yeah, I don't really want to talk reserve list right now. That was a 4-1. That was a good league, good run. I'm definitely going to keep this together. Urza Saga did show up pretty well in a couple matchups. When we got painted and we couldn't use our Eye of Ugin, this is a nice alternate win condition. So, and that was a fun league too. I really liked it. So I'm definitely going to keep this list together. I don't think I want it still in my own like main list. I mean, like the victories we got were kind of off the beaten path of the usual game plan. But that was fun. I can see where like some people are coming from that like this card. So if you actually believe like this card should go in post, like you should go for it and like brew some more, cause yeah, it's not bad, gotta say. But yeah, that was gonna be a short, quick one today. Stoneblade. Yeah, I think there was a Stoneblade at some point somewhere. I was on a couple SCG coverages. I was on a one of them, like I got stomped by a mono red sneak attack in the top 8. That was the only coverage they had of me. But that was an epic tournament for me. Fateless Destiny, thanks for following. Appreciate it. Yeah, I initially won like one in like 2013 or so. And they showed like my entire top 8 there, that was sweet. Like a dream tournament. And yeah, then that one right before top got banned, the sneak attack death. I think SCG probably has the videos online if you want to check it out. The list was blue and green back then, and definitely more combo-ish, but there was a lot of similarities to this list still. A lot of things like never really changed. Noah, we ran a variation here with 2 copies of Urza Saga. We replaced Maze of Ith and one of the 6 forests with 2 of them, and also swapped one of the 4 maps with the candle to search up with it. We went 4-1, so yeah, it was good. I had a really good time though, so yeah, I will try and this was fun today. This is like very regular for my schedule and sleeping, so that's why I feel like more lively. And I really like just streaming leagues. I feel like I can just get through content quickly and not have to wait in between rounds. If you want to see J-Bears, like I definitely will make an effort to do it more on Mondays. Monday is the last day of my weekend before I work, Tuesday to Friday. But I do think I probably will do a quick stream tomorrow before work. So yeah, maybe it's 5:25 p.m. here. Maybe sometime like 10 a.m. tomorrow if you want to tune back in. I'm just going to run this list back again. Like, that was fun. See if we can get like a trophy with this. Is anybody playing streaming Legacy? Like to continue the raids, keep the support up for other streamers. Especially now that I know the work. Oh, Mr. Lee. That's right, Mr. Lee. Hey, but thanks everybody. Hope you all have a good rest of your Monday. And I will very likely see you tomorrow in the morning. Take it easy.